Hi, Izzy. Hello, hello.
Hi, hi.
Thank
Sorry
you so
about
much
that
for adjusting
confusion.
today. I saw you pop up and I was like, no. I felt so bad. I was like, oh, rats. I totally forgot about the daylight savings time and that you don't have it and I do. And I was like, oh, crap. So I felt so bad. I was like,
Yeah,
no. But I think we're gonna
it's
meet
okay.
at 6 p.m. starting next week, Arizona time. On Wednesdays. So we chatted and I think we're gonna do that. Does that work? I think
Yeah.
I was just texting with uh your mom, I think. So yeah, I was like, was it your mom or your dad? We were texting and I think we're gonna do 6 o'clock your time from week to week
All
starting next
right.
week. So thank you so much for adjusting today. I felt so bad. I was like, dang it. Because I was
Don't
like,
worry. You
shoot,
have my
I'm on with
apology.
Rahi. And then I had Jess right after, and she was coming in person. And I was like, she's already on her way. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But now we should be all set. So,
Mhm.
how's your voice feeling today?
Oh, much better now.
Yay! I'm so happy to hear that. That's great. So, recovering nicely. I have had a few people with colds here recently, so needing to like reschedule or, just working through the sniffles like Summer earlier today. Her voice was a little
Mm-hmm.
bit just like a little fuzzy or raspy and she was like, "Well, I've been coughing a lot." So, but we still actually did some good work. We worked on fun characters like in Monsters Inc. Is it Roz, who's the lady who's like,
Oh yeah, from Monsters Inc.
Wazowski. Yeah. We did some fun characters that had like more raspy kind of voices, which was a lot of fun. So we just
Yeah.
utilized it. Sometimes you can do that. You can play with it and make it work. So what were you thinking for today then, since your voice is starting to feel better? What do you think?
Well, I have been like watching. I've been like during dinner. I've been recently watching these videos, like old YouTube videos of with these that were like little read-alongs of like these.
Oh,
Have you ever
okay.
heard of these of the book series Mr. Men and Little Miss?
I don't know that one, but that's okay. We can
They're all
definitely still
written
work
by
with it.
Roger Hargreaves.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to check them
Yeah, and they're
out.
like these colorful characters that represent different like personalities.
Oh, fun. That's cool. Okay. I like that it's you'll get to do some contrasting character types then.
Yeah.
Very fun. Okay. So
And
then,
I've already like come up like I listed here's a few monologues for a couple of those characters
oh, cool. Okay, great.
that I will
Awesome. Yeah,
happily
you already found some. Beautiful.
put in the chat box. I'm only gonna put like a few.
Okay, yeah. And then, if we need more, we can always, find more.
I'm only gonna put three in here.
Okay.
There we go.
Awesome. Yeah. So then we can spend about 10 minutes on each.
All right.
Okay, great. So for this first one, Mr. Happy, all right, it says cheerful, upbeat tone. So, what is going on in this scene? And tell me a little bit about Mr. Happy.
Well, of course, he's very like happy, very like cheerful, has an upbeat tone, and like always looking on the bright side of life.
Awesome. Okay.
And always
Nice.
greets
Love
like
that.
his
That's very
friends with a
fun.
smile.
Very cool. So always smiling. Who do you think that you are talking to?
Well, maybe like definitely like myself, of course. Or no,
Okay.
well, it says hello there, so maybe like the audience, like since these
Mhm.
books were like made for children, Maybe for like children. Maybe I'm like talking to like, oh, hello, kids.
Okay, sure. We could be talking to the kids. Awesome. And how do you think that your character, Mr. Happy, feels about the kids?
Like very like, of course, kids like are like very upbeat, very playful, just like he is.
Nice. Okay. So upbeat and playful. So are you feeling like that you're gonna be trying to kind of engage the kids? Like, what's your goal with engaging the kids?
Very like having to be like, oh, look around. There's so many like today's gonna be a wonderful day full of happy things.
Yeah, okay. All right. So today's gonna be full of happy things, right? Um,
Hmm.
and so then with this, do you feel like you're trying to encourage them? Like, why are you saying this to them? Like, did something happen right before this?
Maybe like be almost maybe like teaching like a life lesson. Like since it says here, of course, not every day is perfect when things go wrong. Like just a frown
Hmm.
is just a smile upside down, waiting for its chance. Being like a life lessoner.
Okay, nice. So then, good. So then, do you think that, hmm, do you think that your character, what would you say is your character goal here? Um,
Um,
like after this, what are you planning to do following this?
definitely. Um, hmm. Don't know how to answer that.
Hey, that's okay. That's okay if you're like, I'm not sure. So, that's all right. So let's go ahead and do an initial read through and then we'll go from there. Okay?
All right then. And since these all like, and since this is like, or these books were originally from England, definitely
Yeah.
add a bit of a British accent in these voices and be all like, oh, hello there. Isn't it a wonderful day? The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and my smile feels extra wide today. You know, people always ask me, Mr. Happy, how do you always stay so happy? And I say, well, happiness isn't something you find, it's something you make. A smile here, a kind word there, and before you know it, the whole world feels a bit brighter. Of course, not every day is perfect, but when things go wrong, I take a deep breath and remember, a frown is just a smile upside down, waiting for its chance.
Nice. I really like the dialect that you're coming up with and that the character sounds so much different than your natural voice. You also definitely sound very upbeat and cheerful and uplifting. So love that. Beautiful. So what did you like best about it?
Well, definitely, it was very, I really liked about like very joyful, very like bright and bold, like, here I am, world.
Nice.
And I even
Yes,
added
bold
a
and
little
bright. And here
chuckle
I
in them
am. Yes, love it.
at some points.
Yeah. Awesome. Yes, exactly. So then, um, yeah, so what if you were going to change anything about it or tweak anything, what do you feel like what would you change?
Hmm. Maybe like be more direct.
Okay. More direct. Love that. What else?
Maybe raise a certain like tone,
Okay. Yeah.
like when it like boast out the most like important words, like waiting for its
Mm.
chance or
Ah,
like
really leaning into those important words, bringing those out more. Love it.
mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's do that. Let's try going through it and we're going to really lean into those, bring those out more.
All right then. Hmm. Oh, hello there. Isn't it a wonderful day? The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and my smile feels extra wide today. You know, people always ask me, Mr. Happy, how do you stay so happy? And I say, well, happiness is something you cannot find, it's something you make. A smile here, a kind word there, and before you know it, the world's a bit brighter. Of course, not every day is perfect, but when things go wrong, I take a deep breath and remember a frown is just a smile upside down, waiting for its chance.
Awesome. Very nice. Okay, so that to me felt a lot more enthusiastic and energetic. What did it feel like to you? What was different about it?
Yeah, I definitely got like to be really energetic and
Yeah.
playful and fun.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I loved it. Yeah. So I really like the playful quality, that fun quality, beautiful. Um, so what would you say would be if we added one more component, what would that be?
Hmm. Maybe add in a little more of that chuckle in there.
Okay,
Hmm.
absolutely. Fantastic. Okay, so a little more chuckling and like laughter throughout. That'll be one of our character, just like parts of who that character is. Love it.
Yeah. Oh, hello there. Isn't it a wonderful day? The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and my smile feels extra wide today. You know, people always ask me, Mr. Happy, how do you stay so happy? And I say, well, happiness isn't something you find, it's something you make. A smile here, a kind word there, and before you know it, the whole world's a big brighter. Of course not. Every day is perfect. But when things go wrong, I take a deep breath and remember a frown is just a smile upside down, waiting for its chance.
Yeah, that was fun with like a little more giggly personality. Very
Hmm.
cute. Love it. Awesome. All right. So, do you want to play with this character's voice a little bit more, or do you want to go on to the next one?
I think let's go to the next one.
All right, I loved it. It was a lot of fun. And I think too, these characters, they are a little bit more, he's Mr. Smiley, so he has to be a smiley character all the time.
Yeah,
So I think you did a really nice job of bringing that out.
thank you.
Great. So let's take a look at the next one. So tell me a little bit about this character, who they are, their personality, what's going on in this moment.
Well, with Mr. Grumpy here, he's like very much the opposite of Mr. Happy, always looking on the
Mhm.
negative side of life, like always annoyed, grumpy by name, grumpy by nature. He hates the sunshine. He couldn't stand anything happy.
Yes. Yeah, so like total opposite, right?
Yeah,
So what would you say are some of the things that we can do with this character that are going to show that this character is so opposite?
maybe like when I first look at Mr. Happy, I mean Mr. Grumpy, the first thing that comes to mind maybe be like a really like angry Scotsman.
That's pretty fun, an angry Scotsman.
Yeah.
That is a really fun idea. I love it. Let's try it.
Oh, no, not you again. Don't tell me it's another good morning. What's so good about it anyway? I'll toast the toast bun. My tea's gone cold. And don't get me started on the noises outside. Everyone's always smiling and skipping about. It's exhausting. I can't tell you what the problem is. It's too much cheerfulness. A little grumpiness is good for balance. You can't always have rainbows without rain, you know. So if you ever need someone to complain with, I'm your man. No hoax, please.
Nice. Awesome. How'd that feel?
Felt actually pretty good.
Awesome. Love it. So that's feeling really solid. Nice. Okay. So then, good. So what would you say would be anything that we would want to change about the script or that we maybe want to do more of or tweak or adjust?
Well, definitely maybe in my voice be more a bit turn it like be more lower and more gravelly, like mumbling and grumbling.
Yeah. Okay. So more grumbly. All right. Let's try to add that.
Oh no, not you again. Don't tell me it's another good morning. What's so good about it anyway? The toast is burned, my tea's gone cold, and don't get me started with the noises outside. Everyone's always smiling and skipping about. It's exhausting. I'll tell you what the problem is. It's too much cheerfulness. A little grumpiness is good for balance. You can't have rainbows without rain, you know. So if you ever need someone to complain with, I'm your man. But no oaks, please!
Awesome. Okay, that was really fun. You definitely sounded frustrated there at the end.
Yeah, it even says here, irritated but funny.
Oh, right. Yes, irritated but funny. Yeah, we don't want to be one thing that was a piece of advice that I was given was even when we're playing a villain or someone that isn't very likable, we always still want to charm our audience. So we can't be like so evil or awful that our audience hates us, right? We
Right.
still want them to like us. Um, so making this, like a grumpy character, but a lovable grumpy character.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. So let's go ahead and let's try that again. And let's put a little more of like the humor in there.
All right. Do you mind if I go get a quick drink of water?
Oh, absolutely. Go for it.
All right. You ain't coming from after a cold.
All right.
It's kind of hard to do like a bit of grumbling voices, but I'm like pushing through it.
Yes. Hmm.
All right. Uh, oh, not you again. Don't tell me it's another good morning. What's so good about it anyway? The toast is bad, my tea's gone cold. And don't get me started on the noises outside. Everyone's always smiling and skipping about. It's exhausting. I'll tell you what the problem is. It's too much cheerfulness. A little grumpiness is good for balance. You can't have rainbows without rain, you know. So, if you ever need someone to complain with, I'm your man. But no Uggs, please.
Yeah, I definitely thought that was definitely grumpy. Love it. Awesome, but still likable and very fun. Awesome. Okay. Beautiful. So let's go ahead and try that again.
All right.
And this time I want you to just experiment a little bit, like follow your instincts and have fun with it.
All right. Oh, not you again. Don't tell me it's another good morning. What's good about it anyway? The toast is bad, my tea's gone cold, and don't get me started on the noises outside. Everyone's always smiling and skipping about. It's exhausting. And I'll tell you what the problem is. It's too much cheerfulness. A little grumpiness is good for balance. You can't have rainbows without rain, you know. So if you ever need someone to complain with, I'm your man. But no odds, please!
Nice. Awesome. Great. Okay. So I liked it, definitely felt like even more intense at the end there, and the voice was a little more gritty. Did you feel that?
Yeah. And another thing I noticed with the voice, like when it says here, like everyone's always smiling and skipping about, I'll turn it to like almost like mocky in the tone, like
Yes,
with
mocking. I
a
love
regular
that.
voice, it would
Yes.
be like everyone's always smiling and skipping
Right.
about. It's
Mm-hmm.
exhausting.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. I definitely
To
could
make it
hear
a little
that.
more funny.
Mm-hmm. 100%. Yes. Yeah, I agree. It did make it more funny. Sometimes it's the contrast. The contrast can be the thing that really um, makes the comedy. We exaggerate different characteristics and it really shines through. Awesome. Fantastic. All right. So, I thought that was fabulous. So, do you want to go ahead and try the other script as well now?
Sure, I mean we've only got a couple minutes till five
That's okay.
till
Let's try it.
7:30.
Yeah, let's try the last one.
So this is Little Miss Shy, very soft and hesitant. Oh, um, hello there. Didn't see you there. I'm not really used to talking in front of people. My voice hides behind my thoughts. Well, I have been practicing being a little braver. It's not easy, you know. Being shy means your heart races even when someone just says hi. But I've learned something. Even a small voice can say big things. So here I am, saying hello. That's enough for today, I think. Maybe tomorrow I'll say two words.
Oh, yeah, this is a really different character. Okay, so tell me a
Yeah.
little bit about what's happening here and who this character is.
Um, well, this is definitely like very maybe again like talking to the audience. Maybe a little startle at the end, like mind about my own business and me like or maybe I'm like
Mm,
hiding behind something.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what would you say vocally are we trying to do with this one?
Maybe be of course since very soft and hesitant, I want to
Hmm.
like keep it soft but still loud enough to hear me.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Right. Yeah. And what's cool with voiceover too, you're going to be able to, um, you're going to be able to pick up even if you're soft. It's still going to pick up your voice. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, I
Yeah.
get
So
what you're saying.
yeah. So I think you don't have to worry about being heard. So it's a little more airy, a little higher in pitch, right?
Hmm.
Um, what about the characterization?
Well, characterization and voice would definitely be like sentences are H dash hello, very like stammery.
Hmm.
And maybe like pausing at some sorts during the dots.
Yeah.
Like some voices, my voice sort of hides behind my thoughts.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let's go ahead and let's try going through this script again.
All right. Hello. I didn't see you there. I'm not really used to talking in front of people. My voice is sort of hides behind my thoughts. But well, I have been practicing being a little braver. It's not easy, you know. Being shy means have your heart is races even when someone just says hi. But I've learned something. Even the smallest voices can say big things. So here I am saying hello. That's that's enough for today, I think. Maybe sometime tomorrow I'll say 2 words.
Okay, nice. Good. So I love the hesitancy that you're adding to the character. Can you feel that? That like these little moments of like
Yeah.
hesitation that shine through there. Yeah, that's really nice. Um, what would you say is maybe one more thing we could do to make it even more contrasting to the others?
Um, very hmm. Contrasting.
You're like, that's a good question. Yeah.
Yeah.
So think about things like the pacing, the pitch variation, the phrasing. One of the things you're doing is that hesitation. So it's a little choppier, for instance. What about like the dialect? Or things like, does the character tend to drop off at the ends of the phrases? Things like that.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Also, like, what would you say are the key main words to emphasize? And what are your points of view, like strong points of view towards any people, places, or things?
Uh-huh. Definitely um hmm.
Yeah, sometimes it is. It's like we have to think about it. So, when you are looking at the um, the script, when you look at it, what are the things that really stand out to you?
Very like the pauses.
The
Um,
pauses, because there are a lot of like dot dot dots and like dashes. There's the stutter, hello, right?
uh-huh.
Lots of like commas, dashes, dot dot dots. So here I am saying hello, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow I'll say 2 words, right?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so really playing up that shy quality, yeah, and that hesitancy. And I think you can lean even more into the starts and stops. And like what really scares you, things like talking in front of people,
Yeah.
and my voice sort of hides behind my thoughts, right? So, really think about, what it is you're saying and really try to express that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
So yeah, that's what I would probably add in there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's try it.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. I'm not really used to talking in front of people. My voice sort of hides behind my thoughts. But well, I have been practicing being a little braver. It's not easy, you know. Being shy means your heart races even when someone just says hi. But I have learned something. Even the smallest voices can say big things. So here I am, saying hello. That's enough for today, I think. Maybe tomorrow I'll say two words.
Aww. I loved the little like vibration or wobble in your voice too. Oh, that's wonderful. Nice. Good. Yeah, I felt like you did a beautiful job of really embracing the pauses, letting it breathe more, letting those spaces just like sit and leaving us like in suspense a little bit more. Um,
Uh-huh.
and I loved your voice kind of like quivered a little bit more this time.
Yeah,
Yeah. What do you think about it?
I did like it. Now that definitely felt like you could, even though it was soft and you can still hear me.
Yes, yes, 100%. Yes, soft and still able to hear it clearly. Yes, I loved that. It was all very clear, every single word. I definitely felt like that take, I was able to really hear every part of it more. I felt like the first time through it kind of felt like it was all kind of on one track. And this time it felt like you kind of went to different places. I could hear your character's thoughts going to different directions, which was really nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
a little more variety with like her emotions and, you know,
Uh-huh.
being like, maybe tomorrow I'll try to say two words, like a little more hopeful there, but I
Yeah.
guess enough for today, right?
Uh-huh.
Um, yeah, so I really liked that. And some of the like pacing, like the speed was changing a little bit more, which I think added a lot to that feeling of anxiety, getting that
Mm-hmm.
across. Yeah. Beautiful. Really nice work today, Izzy. Okay, so starting next week, we're going to meet at 6 p.m. Arizona time on Wednesdays. So I'll look forward to seeing you then, okay?
Alrighty.
All right, beautiful work today. I'm so glad your voice is feeling better. Keep up the great work, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye, Izzy.
And make sure to check out these Mr. Men Little Miss
I
stories I've
will.
been
I
telling.
gotta check them out. They're really fun. Thank you so much for
Okay.
sharing that with me.
You're
Did you see? I
welcome.
know you love Has Been Hotel. The new season's out
I
or
know.
coming out. Yeah,
And
I've been watching.
it's amazing
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I was like, I need more. That's all I get right now. So we gotta like wait till more comes out. So
I
yeah.
know.
It's a lot of fun. So I was really excited to see more of that. I knew you'd be excited about it. So I thought
I
I'd mention it
know.
and see if you had watched the episodes that are out. So a lot of
I
fun.
know. They are amazing.
Yes, yeah. So I'm excited to see a little bit more of like in heaven this season.
And the characters' backstories.
Right.
Oh
Yeah, getting to know
my
behind like what has
God.
happened in the past a
And
little
to
bit more. Yeah.
finally see what they look like as human beings.
Right. Yeah, that is a really fun component because they change like in the afterlife. They have, like new bodies and things. So it is
Yeah.
fun to see. Yeah. I agree. Yeah. So a lot of fun with that. I knew you'd be excited too. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. So keep up the great work. I'll see you next week. Okay.
See you next week.
Bye,
Bye.
Izzy.